Hi there, thanks for joining me today. I'm Jackie, and here I am down on the beach. This is wonderful. It's a beautiful sunny day here in Nova Scotia, and I made it down here to the beach. So today I'm going to show you a whole lot of my sea glass mosaics that I create that are along the theme of the beach. Because if you follow me on YouTube, you no doubt realize that I absolutely love the beach, and I'll take any opportunity I can get to get down to the beach, to collect sea glass, to just walk on the beach, find that therapy that comes with being at the beach. And often when I go home, I take my treasures and I turn them into sea glass mosaics that are along the theme of the beach. So today I'm going to show you a bunch of those sea glass mosaics, and I'm going to talk to you about the importance of working in a series when you're creating art. So working in a series when you're creating art can be really beneficial. And today I'm going to talk to you about 4 reasons for working in a series. And I'm also going to show you a whole bunch of my beach-themed sea glass mosaics. Now, if you've seen my videos before, you may have seen me do these series videos in the past. I've done 3 of them. One have been on herons, and there was one on sailboats, and there was one on lighthouses. And if you're interested in watching those videos where I talk to you about the benefits of working in a series and also show you a lot of sea glass mosaics along that theme, then you can click on the icons that I'm going to post up above here and take a look at those. And today, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking beach, lighthouses, sailboats, herons, they're all kind of beach related. Well, let's face it, that's where my love is. So that tends to be where I go. Not all of my work is beach related, but let's face it, the majority of it is. So the first thing to think about when you're working in a series is that you're working on a theme that's really important to you. And for me, the beach is really important. I find I have a lot of history with being at the beach because I've spent a lot of time at the beach as a child and as an adult as well. And then it also is a place for me that's very therapeutic. If I'm having troubles, I often take them off to the beach. So when it comes to spending time at the beach and being inspired by the beach, it's huge for me. So it's easy for me to work on a series on the theme of the beach. So one of my very first pieces was this scene looking out at the water and the sky from the beach. I really like this one. And this is my favorite beach because this is the beach above where our cottage is. So I'm depicting that scene there. And then depicting a cottage sitting on the shore, looking out over the water. It's just really nice for me. And this is a particular seascape that I see in Nova Scotia, looking out towards Blomidon. And then sometimes just doing an abstract scene to me represents the waves that are at a beach. So a second reason for working in a series is that you can do a whole bunch of art pieces on the same theme. So when it comes to the beach, I can do different beaches. I can do scenes from different angles on the same beach. I can do random beach things that aren't even representing a specific beach. It just gives you an opportunity to spend a whole lot of time doing a whole bunch of different pieces on the same theme that's really interesting to you. So here's an example of the vantage point of coming down onto the beach and looking out towards the water. And then here's the vantage point of looking down the shore and seeing a farmhouse sitting up on the cape. And then you can also do the vantage point of being out on the water and looking back towards the beach. So here I am sitting on a boat looking towards the beach. And then sometimes you can see the shore in the foreground and off in the background. And then here's an example of a more abstract scene of a beach, and it's done on a neat shaped church window. So a third reason for working in a series is that it gives you the chance to learn and develop your skills with each new piece, because you might do a piece and you might think, oh, I don't know if I particularly like the way I did this little section, or maybe I could have done this to improve it. Even though you still may like that piece, you can see how you could learn from that and develop something a little bit different, or even just to practice your skills, because let's face it, the longer you do something, the better you get at it. So it's a really good way to learn and develop your skills. And when it comes to sea glass art, there is definitely a learning curve. The more you do, the better you get. So this is one of my first seascapes, and I can really see where I have room for improvement on this one. So when I do this one, I can see, as you can see, I'm getting a little bit more detail, and I'm getting a bit better at depicting that beach scene. And here I did a second version of our beach at our cottage, and I think I've gotten much better on this one than on the first one. And here's a second version of the Blomidon scene, and I can see how I've improved a bit on my lines here as well. And then I'm applying a lot of the skills that I've learned in this piece, where I've done a beach scene on a church window. So the fourth reason for working in a series is that it gives you the chance to really fully explore a topic or a theme that really interests you or really feeds your soul. So it takes the pressure off trying to get all those thoughts and emotions into one piece of art. I mean, let's face it, if you're inspired by something, you can feel a whole lot of pressure to say, oh, I got to get it all into one masterpiece, one piece of art that really expresses my thoughts and feelings on this particular topic. Well, if you're doing a series, you don't have to do that. You can say, okay, I'm going to do this in one piece and this in another piece, and I'll do it from this angle here and that angle there. So you can really do a lot of different things, and it takes a lot of that pressure off. So when it comes to the beach, I have to admit, I don't think I'm done yet, even though I've done a lot of sea glass art that is themed along that theme of the beach. I'm probably going to do some more. So working on a large sea glass mosaic gives lots of room for really expressing my love of the beach. But then if I do it a second time, then I can do things a little bit different here and there, and it's even better. But they don't all have to be big. Even a tiny little piece like this was a lot of fun and gives you lots of room to express your love of the beach. And then, of course, even a small one like this where I put in a nukshuk on a beach, that one's lots of fun too. But it all comes down to the fact that the beach is my happy place. So thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you found this video interesting and that the tips on working on a series were really helpful to you. And most of all, I hope you found my beach-themed sea glass mosaics quite inspiring. And I hope for you the best, that you're doing well where you are and that you can make it out to the beach. And if you do get to the beach, happy sea glass hunting.